Our strategy has developed quite dominantly to consumer revenue. We have a growing digital advertising business. That's what grew fastest for the first 15 years we were on the web. And it has become very challenged. There are lots of competitors, Google and Facebook being two of the biggest and most successful. So we have migrated more and more to developing consumer-paid digital subscriptions, and that is our biggest growth engine. It's a mix, of course. People don't like to pay for things that they can get for free. So what we have to do is show that our journalism is different than the journalism that's there for free, that it is more about context, more about meaning, more about understanding, less about a particular event happened yesterday. We talk about what it means, and people find that when it's differentiated like that, when it provides value, they will pay for it. And we now have 1.8 million people paying us for digital only access to our journalism. That's in addition to 1 million people paying for print, and that includes digital access. It is smaller. It's now getting to 28% of our revenue. The majority of our revenue is still in print. Our print business is big and it's vibrant, but print advertising is declining, and we expect it to continue to decline. Our print consumer business is stable. We think that will continue for a considerable period of time, but our growth is digital, and it's a bigger piece every year. We have now moved to digital first, so almost all of our journalism is produced for digital and goes out on digital first. And then at the end of the day, we have a relatively small team that comes together and picks the best of what was there and presents it in a print edition. Now, there are some articles prepared for print that are more summary articles where digital is specific items reproduced in a hurry. There are a few articles written just for the paper, but the majority goes out on digital, and print is a subset of what we produce in digital. Print is doing very well for us. It is the majority of our revenue, and our consumer audience, our print readers, are very loyal. It is doing well, but it is not a growing revenue source. And we think it will continue to diminish, mainly through advertising, print advertising. So while it's important, it's the biggest part of our business, the growth is in digital, and that's where we spend most of our time. We do invest in print. We continue to invest in magazines. We continue to invest in capabilities to deliver different things to our consumers and for our advertisers in print. But the majority of our innovation, the majority of our time is spent developing digital. It has surpassed it. It is the bigger piece of our digital revenue, and it's the piece that we can manage best. Digital consumer revenue is what I call the law of large numbers. There are literally millions of subscribers making relatively small economic decisions. That's a business we can manage. Advertising is the law of small numbers. It's a few people making very big economic decisions, and it's very hard to change their minds when they've decided, I don't want to use this product, I'm going to use that product. Yes, our digital revenue will grow in double digits. The combined, advertising more slowly, subscriptions more highly.
Or
It's because of the journalism that we provide. It's because we help them make sense of a very complicated world, and it's because we solve a problem for them. And that problem is often to understand what does it mean that this thing happened in a place often far, far from where they live. But increasingly, as we solve more routine problems, more everyday problems, what they can cook for dinner, what they can watch on television, what's the best appliance that they can buy. That's an acquisition we just made of the wire cutter in the Sweet Home that helps people make daily decisions in their lives. We're very careful about our privacy policy. We do look at what readers are looking at, what they're not looking at, how far they go in an article, what devices they look at it. We use that only for internal purposes. We don't communicate that externally, except in big numbers. And we use that to be able to develop our products, to think like the customer, to determine what they want to read and to give them more of that, make that more accessible.